How's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news. Today I want to talk about a recent update from Bethesda regarding what we should expect to see at the Quakecon 2020 event. Quakecon this year will take place between Thursday, August 6th and Sunday, August 9th, and based upon this new recent information from Bethesda, I will give you my opinion on what the chances are for a surprise Starfield announcement or trailer or even a simple mention, because at this point the community is more than desperate for some new Starfield information, myself included. And anytime a Bethesda event like this happens, the speculation involving Starfield starts up basically immediately. The Quakecon 2020 event is no exception to this rule, and on top of all this, before Bethesda even announced that Quakecon 2020 was happening again, we had not one, but two pretty interesting Reddit leaks, stating that there would be a surprise Bethesda event like this, and that Starfield would be at this said event. In fact, one of these leaks even accurately predicted this event would be Quakecon, only both of these leaks got several other important pieces of information wrong, basically debunking both of them. One of the original leakers even got pretty hostile with me when I asked them to verify their claims, so it's pretty safe to say that both of these leaks are 100% fake. One thing to keep in mind is that if you get enough fake leaks like this, and if these leaks list enough made-up information like most of these leaks do, that eventually you're going to see a couple correct pieces of information. That doesn't mean that any of these leaks are true though, because as the saying goes, even a broken clock is correct twice a day. However, as of a few days ago, Bethesda kind of low-key did everyone a favor by posting an article up on their official website breaking down what we should expect to see at the Quakecon 2020 event. The article begins by saying, "This year, Quakecon at Home will be a global, totally online event, kicking off August 7th and ending August 9th, filled with 3 days of live streams from around the world, tournaments of course, charity fundraising, and more. And the BYOC, the heart of Quakecon, is going virtual, using Twitch teams to bring fans together through games in new ways." Bethesda then lists the different major events that will take place at Quakecon 2020, which consists of different Let's Play live streams to raise money for different charities, an esports tournament consisting of the conclusion of the current Quakecon World Championship tournament, and a few other community-based live streams as well. They then feature some of the new merchandise that will be available over at the official Bethesda online store, and if you purchase this merchandise, your money goes to various animal-based charities as well, which seems like a pretty awesome idea. I love animals, so I'll probably be picking up that Cato Demon t-shirt. But this is where things get just a little bit more interesting regarding Starfield, and this is some pretty heavy speculation in my opinion, so be sure to run to your kitchen, grab that emergency speculation salt, and bring it back with you before going forward with this video. So Bethesda's exact statement regarding the different types of live streams that we'd see at the QuakeCon event this year was round-the-clock programming with special influencer streams, surprises, and our very own Bethesda community teams from around the globe. And obviously, when you're rolling on that speculation salt, that surprises really stands out pretty heavy. And like you can expect, some people in the community already noticed this and started running around tossing chairs and flipping over tables and yelling Starfield and getting all hyped for yet another chance at some Starfield information. And although the speculation may be a bit valid, as Skyrim was in fact showcased for the first time ever at a QuakeCon event, my opinion on the situation may be a bit of a buzzkill. But like I always say, it's better to expect nothing and get surprised than it is to expect something time and time again only to continuously get let down. And that is just the thing. If you would have asked me like a couple weeks ago, I would have said the potential for Starfield to be at QuakeCon this year was much higher than you'd expect. Only after this Bethesda blog post that went up basically a few days before I uploaded this video, I'd have to say those Starfield chances plummeted to nearly zero. Bethesda puts a heavy focus on very specific wording in this blog post, making it fairly obvious that the community events and charity-focused live streams will be what QuakeCon 2020 is all about. Despite the current situation forcing everyone to stay inside, Bethesda wants to bring everyone together while we are all stuck at home. That is why Bethesda's literal branding right now is Bethesda at Home. Bethesda seems to have completely mapped out for us what our expectations should be for QuakeCon 2020 in this blog post, and Starfield doesn't seem to have a place in this event like at all. Having a major announcement like a new Starfield trailer would otherwise take away from the overall focus that Bethesda wants to convey with QuakeCon 2020, and to be honest, a community livestream charity event doesn't really seem like quite the right place or vibe for new Starfield information to be dropped to begin with. So with all that in mind, in my opinion, I really don't think Starfield will be at QuakeCon 2020 in any way, shape, or form. I don't even think there will be a Starfield teaser, and although Bethesda did say there will be some surprises, as I said earlier, QuakeCon 2020's main focus does not align with the type of event that any new Starfield information would be announced at, and my goal here isn't to kill the hype, but instead it's to help prevent the hype from going in the wrong direction. Of course, course, Bethesda could surprise us at any time, and against all odds actually talk about Starfield at Quakecon 2020, but with that logic and those odds, expecting Starfield at Quakecon would be like living in fear of a satellite crashing into your house, which seems pretty crazy in my opinion. Now, as to when we might actually finally see Starfield again, there is one event this year that I feel has a higher chance of featuring Starfield than any other event, and that is the Game Awards, which takes place every year in December, and even though the primary focus of this event is obviously to highlight and award games and dev studios for their accomplishments, there actually always is a surprising amount of new game announcements and information at this event as well, and Jeff Keighley has already stated that as of June 2nd, the Game Awards 2020 is definitely still going to happen, despite the cancellation of several other gaming events. So unless Bethesda hosts a surprise random E3 style showcase, which I really don't think is going to happen, then that leaves the Game Awards as their last beacon of hope for any new Starfield information this year. There's always the potential for random information or teases along the way, but that sort of stuff is not predictable, so expecting anything like that would not be wise. That finishes up today's video though. As always, what I want to know is what do you think the chances are for Starfield to be at Quakecon 2020? Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if your comment wins the internet, you may get featured in a future video. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed the content, and if you want to stay in the know when it comes to the latest gaming news, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss the latest uploads. Follow me over on Twitter for other news that doesn't quite make it into my videos, as well as other channel updates, and check for links down in the description below for official Skullzi merchandise, the Skullzi Discord community chat server, and if you want to have your hand in providing future content, there are links on how to be an exclusive channel member here on YouTube, over on Patreon, or at Coffee as well. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when Starfield will never come out because this is the worst timeline ever.
It just works.